This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're talking about companies that are tight asses.
Yeah, we've got someone that hit us up on the socials. Don't want to go on radio, but talking about tight companies. Her name is Carly. Public school. Until this year, we had to pay $20 a term to be able to drink instant coffee. Instant coffee. They now buy it for us. Don't even get me started on the Christmas party. Buy your own everything and pay $15 each for the venue.
Oh,
that
no,
is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Tight asses. That's big time.
Jamie's in South Guildford. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Jamie. Okay, talk to us about the tight ass company you worked for.
Well, there's hundreds and hundreds of us, and we all got a Freddo frog.
What for? What for?
As your Christmas bonus.
Yes, as our Christmas, yes. I mean, I love chocolate, so don't get me wrong.
No, but one
Freddo frog,
thanks,
Jamie.
Thanks for your work for the entire year. Here's a Freddo frog.
I don't even think little kids get excited over a Freddo frog anymore.
I think it's funny, but a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
That is your bonus. What sort of industry did you work in?
A huge sales company.
Yeah, right.
And a Freddo frog.
Freddo frog.
Merry Christmas, Freddo frog.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's better
beautiful.
not to get.
No
It's
face.
Yeah, give
It's
nothing.
better not to give anything because that there shows that I'd rather be worth nothing than worth the Freddo frog.
But Jamie really likes chocolate, so
not even
you've got to weigh that up.
Not even a Milky Way.
Thanks, Jamie. Hello, Demi.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Demi.
You're there. Good. What sort of company did you work for, and how cheap were they?
I work for the Department of Health. I'm a nurse.
Okay.
And for International Nurses Day, they gave our department of 78 pizzas.
8 pizzas.
Wait, how many people are in your department?
70.
70?
70.
And 8 pizzas. I go do the maths.
Yeah.
Well, there's 8 pieces in a pizza, right?
Yeah.
So that's 64.
Were they thinking about the health requirements there that they didn't want to give too much pizza because...
So some people had to share a slice, share the one slice.
Well, it's a certain amount of calories per person.
Having said that, I would share a slice of pizza with you, Sean, not a bed.
It's good to have boundaries.
Wow. Okay. What was the response? What did everyone say, Demi?
Pretty disappointed. A lot of people missed out, unfortunately.
Yes.
Did they even do like the cheesy garlic bread or the garlic twists or something? Like any of the sides?
No
sides.
I'm going to hazard a guess and say no.
No
That's cheap.
sides.
Sue, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Hi,
here she
Sue.
is. Hi, Sue. Now, what happened? How cheap was your company?
Back in around 2005, I worked for a printing company in West Perth that used to deduct an amount each week from our pay for toilet paper.
Sue, no, that can't be true. That can't be true.
I promise you it's true. I said that I would bring in my own because it wasn't even like it was 4-ply deluxe stuff.
Yes.
It was just normal 2-ply.
Sandpaper.
Yeah.
They wanted to deduct it from our pay.
Big question is,
amazing.
how much does Sue poo?
Yes.
Would you have had to have spent a lot of money, Sue?
No, I reckon I could have made a 2-pack last a couple of months.
Well, that's the other thing. There might be the usual guys who go
That's
there.
right. You're subsidising the big pooers.
I
That's
tell you
not
what.
fair.
Yeah, I tell you what. Our toilets are getting a run here at Nova. At the moment, we have renovations going on, Sue, and every day after the show, or even during the show, we have an episode of pooing tradies, and there's always one or two in the stall. That toilet has never used the full flush more in its life.
That toilet is calling for the plumbing authorities because it is under pressure and it is full.
That toilet is called the police.
So are we going to have to invoice them for the toilet paper use is the question.
Think so.
Yeah. Sue's
Wow.
given us an idea. Thank
Suggest.
you. Ollie's in Alkimos. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good morning.
Ollie. Now, how cheap is the company you worked for?
Years ago, there's about half a dozen of us that all used to work at a shower screen and fly door place in Aussie Park.
Yeah.
And they asked us all to do overtime over Christmas, and then they, when we wanted to get our overtime for our holidays, they decided to pay us in Bartercard points.
In Bartercard points.
Remember
What they
Bartercard?
were
I remember
again.
Bartercard.
Yeah, so you could use your points to go and get a plumber or something,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And,
So
Yeah,
cash would be nice
So
at Christmas.
instead of your actual money that you earned,
Yes. You were given. I mean, it's pretty illegal, I would think.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to do
most
it now.
definitely.
So
None of it.
is it like a form of, I don't know, Bartercard, is it like a form of like a gift voucher or is it like a point system?
It's a point system.
It's a point system where you can swap points for tradies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you go, Nate. Well done for working. Here's 1,000 points.
Ollie, how did that go down when they said that?
Yeah, not too good, not too good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you steal
That's
some tools.
outrageously cheap.
You don't blame people for trying to recoup their costs.
No, and
You'd be
don't-
taking anything's not
That's
pinned down.
illegal.
Don't make people
That's
work
illegal.
overtime at Christmas and then pay them like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We're still talking about bedtimes and meal times.
I just cannot go over some
Yeah.
things. I mean, like Harry right now is living in the palatial mansion of the Fitzgerald family.
His flatmate's mum and dad.
Yeah.
They're great housemates.
Yeah.
Fridge is always full.
Oh,
it's
the
awesome.
fridge, mate. This morning, Harry's talking about how much he loves his sandwiches he's been making lately because both of us love one thing in our sandwich, and that is the roasted red pepper strips. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely love them, and we're all about that. Anyway, and then Harry goes, and I said to Harry, "What jar do you get?" So I always get the little jar of Always Fresh. He goes, "No, I've got the big jar." And I went,
Yeah.
"Where do you get the big jar from?" And he says,
I don't know.
It just appeared.
It appears in the magic cupboard.
Actually, Mum, we're out, so I'm going to need some today.
Yeah. We need to get new fridges.
Yeah.
The stuff just appears.
Yeah, that's
it's amazing.
right. That is
So,
amazing.
wait, what do you do for lunch?
Well, I'll do two lunches, pretty much. You could call it a late.
11s.
Yeah, you could call it a late.
2 courses
you could-
over just like a couple of hours.
Maybe around 11 o'clock. You could call it a late brunch, but it's substantial. It's
So
substantial
you
enough.
have breakfast.
Yeah, about 5:30. Yep.
So and then at about 11 you
I
have
was starving.
first lunch.
Yeah,
lunch.
and he'll go down to like Delisio or something like that and get like a pizza situation
Yeah,
or
like a focaccia, egg
Yeah.
focaccia thing.
Yeah.
And then at around 1 or 2 o'clock, I need a couple rounds of sandwiches, Vida.
a couple of rounds.
And then dinner when Kath cooks it, obviously. What time's
Yeah,
that?
we've always been before the just after the Simpsons, so about 6:30.
Wait, you watch
time.
The Simpsons first.
Not
then-
now.
I bet
Do you
your
watch
body's
The
set from those
Yeah,
times.
In his jammies.
So your body clock was set from years of watching The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
when you're
He's at
eating
a bath.
dinner.
early
Yeah,
early
he's had a
dinner.
bath, yeah.
And,
He's taken to the flannel.
But then, early dinner 6 o'clock. By 8:30, snack time.
Second dinner.
Second dinner if there's still some food around or a snack.
Hayley's in Byford. Hi, Hayley.
Morning, guys. How are we today?
Good,
Great,
eh?
Hayley. What's a bit unusual about your daily routine?
My step friends think I'm crazy. I put the kids to bed about 9:30, and then I stay up and I vacuum and mop my floors, do the washing, hang on the line, clean the dishes, fold the washing, and then I go to bed about midnight.
And you do this as a daily ritual, Hayley?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you're a working mum,
Off-cam-
obviously. You work during the day, yeah?
I start at 6:45, yeah, so I'm at work already, and I don't need that much sleep. You know, who needs sleep?
What time are
See when you're
you?
dead.
What time are you outside hanging clothes on the washing line?
Till 11 p.m.
There's something really scary about that. There's something.
If you're a neighbour.
There's just something. There's something unsettling about that.
What it would be is if you committed a horrible crime, your neighbours go, yeah, she hung the washing out at 11.
Yeah, straight away. It'd be like
Hey, they can steal my knickers off the line. It's okay.
I honestly, I feel like anyone that digs a hole in their backyard past 8:30 is questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. They're
That's a
preparing.
body. It's a body.
Yeah,
preparation.
But I mean, hanging the washing. Oh, you're saying they're
Blood
getting
split.
rid of the
Watch
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Dexter.
sure.
You gotta watch Dexter.
Thanks, Hayley, you little weirdo. We love you though. Andrew is in Kelmscott. Hello.
Oh, g'day, guys. How are you?
Hey, Andrew. What's a bit weird about your daily routine?
Well, I was a mine site chef for many years, and we used to have our dinner about 1:30 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the end of the shift, right?
No. Well, you're kind of a quarter through. So we'd have to be open for service at 4 a.m. So you're cooking for 1,200 people. So
Yeah.
your dinner would be 1:30 in the morning before service opened, and then I'd probably have lunch, breakfast a bit later, and then probably lunch around about 4 p.m. when we got up.
Yeah.
When you got up,
everything-
yeah.
Completely
everything switched
shifted, but
around.
yeah.
So everything was about feeding the miners, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So talk to me about a 1:30 a.m. sitting for dinner. What would you be eating?
well, 1:30 a.m. being chefs up on the mine, you know, the breakfast chef would have steaks on the grill, fried onions. So we'd be having a full banquet, Scotch fillet steak all on BHP or Rio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Getting the good feed, good feed on them, so it was happy days.
Well, you need it to be. You need to have plenty of energy because I imagine the service that you're about to embark on is hectic. It's full on, right?
Pretty full on
Yeah,
that.
you've gotta
Yeah, you're
fuel
doing
that.
it between 4 and 8 a.m. So you literally have to get your dinner probably about 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So you
So what were your hours? When did you start work and when did your shift finish?
Well, we would start work at 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So pretty antisocial hours for minesite catering. Yeah.
And
It's so hard to live a life like that.
I just love that because then what's next is breakfast, lunch.
Yes.
And then after that is lunch, dinner.
Yeah, complete shift work.
I know.
That's so hard, Andrew.
Andrew.
How long did you last doing that, Andrew?
I did minesite catering for about 14 years.
And
Tough.
did you change between doing the night shift and the day shift, or was you always stuck on the?
No, we were always on permanent nights. Permanent nights. Yeah, it was pretty tough on the old body.
You're not wrong.
It's amazing.
You'd be looking forward to the 1:30 a.m. dinner, wouldn't you?
Yes.
God, that'd be exciting.
Thanks, Andrew.
every night.
Claire's in Willerton. Hi, Claire.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Claire.
Hi,
Okay.
Claire.
What's a bit weird about your daily routine?
Oh, look, I think it's a mental health thing for me. It started when my kids were young that I'd pretend I was going to the toilet when I got home from work. I used to just sit there for about 10 minutes just to switch off and have some time to myself before I actually had to switch on to being a mum. So now they're young adults and they still say, I need to speak to you, but do you have to go to the toilet? And they know that's just my mental health routine to switch off from work mode to mum mode.
You just go in there and hide.
Yeah, just hide
Take a
with
few
you.
deep breaths.
Take my phone and watch Friends, watch an episode
Yes.
of whatever I can watch, just switch off, and I come back out with much
Ready
more
to go.
respect
Can I
to
just
mum,
say-
ready to go.
It is
yeah.
ridiculous what little women have to carve out.
I know.
Like
10 minutes in the toilet.
We've had so much of man caves, and here you are
Yeah.
in the smallest room in the house.
But it's lockable.
Sitting above something where people defecate.
Yeah.
And that's where you are having your
Yes.
private
I
time.
think a lot of people go to hide in the toilet.
Yeah,
I do.
there are
For sure.
a lot of men that do spend a long time in the toilet.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not in there.
Hiding.
You're not doing the basics.
Since we've moved on from magazines, are people still reading magazines in the toilet?
No, they're
Is
looking
there
at their
still
phone.
literature? Harry, you'd be a magazine reader, wouldn't you? I would just think there'd be people in there or something, wouldn't
Yeah,
there?
it's a phone situation, isn't
It's
it?
a phone situation,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
magazine. Come on.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We were just chatting to Population 11's Ben Feldman.
Yes.
Delightful young
I
man.
know. And Sean, being in a functioning relationship, sometimes you can do something to your partner or your partner does something to you that really grinds your gears and you ask them to cease and desist.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, let's have a listen to what Ben told us. After working in Australia, have you been working on your Australian accent?
Yeah, no, according to my wife's orders, I am not to do that anymore during press. It's mortifying, she says, for me and for her.
Yeah, so,
I mean, there was
so
that.
she was asked to
And
she
she
asked him
was
to
nearby
stop,
as
and,
well.
she's at the airport and he's just over there. And then, you know what? He slipped in and did this.
Mate, just so you know, this is not
did it.
Australia. My wife's mad at me.
Stop doing that.
Just because
funny.
someone asks you to stop doing something
Doesn't mean you
it
can.
may be easier than said than done.
Indeed,
you know?
sometimes you just have to do it.
But the fact that somebody has asked you to stop doing it means that must be so on their nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, your partner must be like, shut your
I think the
mouth.
first thing that I ever get told to stop doing is, number one, touching Megan. Don't
Just in
touch
general,
me.
not in public,
I reckon
just
that
at
happens
all.
a lot.
Yes.
And then secondly, it is, I still have this thing every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then, to go out and have a wee in the garden.
Oh, when you've got perfectly functioning toilets
yeah,
in
that's
your
what we
house.
would do when we were kids.
Yeah.
And it was the reason why we weed in the garden as kids because we had an outside toilet.
Yes.
So it was like either it was
closer to go to the
through
garden.
the nightmare of the darkness to get to the thing which was like 20 kilometres away it seemed, or just
But are you
put your
walking
dude like the back door.
past the toilet to go outside?
Well, that
Well,
makes
in
no
a
sense.
lot of cases, if there's the toilet same distance, garden, I'm always going to the garden. I'm always going to the garden.
Well, why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just thinking back to the freedom when we had as kids, where we just have a wee in the garden.
There's plumbing. No, plumbing's great.
I think that Megan is fine to ask you to stop doing that, just in this day and age. You know what I mean? We know better, and we're not.
Is
10.
it a bad thing just having a wee in the garden?
Yeah, it's not a great thing.
I mean,
Apparently, it's
I
good
can
for the
understand
lemon
why.
tree. Do you have a lemon tree?
No, I'm going to
No,
plant
then
one,
you
though.
can't.
That's a great excuse, Dad. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you don't need to.
No, that's true.
And I mean, you've got kids and your kids have got friends coming over. Do you go and wee in the garden when Sonny's got friends around?
No, well, geez, Nat. It's down the back.
Do you? Oh, so you do.
So he does. So he just wanted to give the least creepy, honest answer he could.
Thank you, Nathan.
Hey, Latasha.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
Okay.
All right. So who's doing the annoying thing? Is it you or is it your partner?
He does a lot of annoying things, but this time it's me.
Okay.
All right. What have you been requested to stop doing?
He's asked me to stop putting my scraps and rubbish on the kitchen sink because the bin's only 5 steps away.
I mean,
I get that too.
He's not wrong, Latasha.
Yeah.
He's not
I
wrong.
would be enraged with that.
myself, just not in that moment, not in that second.
No.
I just put it in the sink, do you? Straight away.
Next to the sink.
Oh, next to
yeah.
the sink.
Yep, just on the sink. So scraps, rubbish, whatever I'm doing, food prep, it just goes onto the sink. And then, it could be 1 minute, it could be 2 hours later that I actually put it into the bin.
Sorry, no, that would enrage me. That would enrage
Me
me.
too, no.
Just because while you're around it, I mean, I'm a person that as I cook, I clean as I go. So
Yeah,
there's
me too.
literally not.
Yeah.
By the time I eat dinner, there's no cleaning up except for the plate I'm eating on. So you, right now, makes my skin crawl. So
Lucky you're not married to Nathan,
I'm going to
Latasha.
request you stop it too.
Our people grab their plates and then they put it into the sink, and the
What?
dishwasher is
Oh
there.
my God! It didn't, look. Anyway.
Yep.
So clean
Just
up
stumbled
your
across
act.
something, haven't
Clean
we?
up your act, Latasha.
Calm down.
Nadine's in Dianella. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nadine.
Okay, Nadine. Did you request your partner stop doing something, or was the request
Yes.
made of you? Okay.
No, I'm requesting for my partner to stop doing this annoying noise. He's been doing it for the last 7 years. So every time I do something silly, he goes, "Ooh," and it's so annoying.
Keep going.
We got to the stage now. I hit him every time he does it, and he still won't stop.
Can you make that noise again? Can you make the noise again?
That's annoying.
To be fair, we make that noise to Sean quite frequently.
That's true.
Nadine,
I know how it feels.
I'm going to side with your partner. Sometimes people do that, and you have to. That's the only way to explain how they're being.
Nadine, there's a great way to stop this. Stop doing stupid things.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. Thanks, Nadine.
You're literally making me go.
Diana's in Banksia Grove. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Who's telling who to stop?
I tell my husband.
Mm-hmm. What does he have to stop doing?
He sleeps naked, and every time he hears something outside, he just walks out there naked. He just thinks it's dark and no one will see him.
Okay, so outside, are we talking the front yard?
Oh, yes, the front yard, yes.
The front yard.
Yes.
Completely stark.
And we have a security light, so when you do go out there, it lights up. So he switches that off, so you've got that instant of the light.
Yeah.
But,
Okay,
Well, it looks
so
like
it's
when he's outside, the light comes on, he's in the nude. Looks like he's holding a weapon.
Yeah. So, well,
in defence.
I did
sure,
take
that is if you're going to chase off a thief with a button mushroom.
Oh, no, he does it all the time, and I keep telling him you're going to get caught one day. And I did take a video on the Ring camera, and I did threaten him, if you keep doing it, I'm going to send it to all the kids.
Well, how about this, Diana? How about this? Why don't we get involved? If he keeps doing it, give it to us, and we'll put it on our socials. That will stop him.
If he needs a real
I
threat.
want to know, right? So I get the running outside naked and the neighbours can see, because it is probably quite inappropriate as well. If anyone is to see that sight. But what about just him sleeping in naked in bed? Are you okay with that?
Oh, no, I always tell him he needs to put something on, but but no, I'm used to it. So
What are
it's been
you
30 odd
wearing?
years.
What are you wearing in bed next to him?
Oh, geez, I wear a nightie as well as pyjama pants. Oh, yeah, I'm fully covered.
Fully covered.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've got this thing about being naked in bed. No way.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're always
amazing.
worried, Nathan, in case something emergency happens, then...
Oh, yeah,
you
straight
don't want
away.
to be called.
Oh, yeah, I need
Nathan's
to
a
be
never
ready to
nude.
go. I'm a
You're
never
never
nude. I'm a never nude. But also, just for Di, like, she's sleeping there, you know what I mean? And then wakes up and there's just he's just doodle touching her. It's like, no, put some fabric in between.
I was going to say I'm all right with that.
I know.
I don't know if that's...
It's like, where's that falling to?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.